I'm going to start with the things I don't really have much to say, building up to the main talking points. Like, give Divas a chance. Naomi and Paige defeat the Better Twins in yet another Divas tag. I didn't really care about this match, but we get the news that next week we're getting a Divas Battle Royal to determine the #1 contender for the Divas Championship at Extreme Rules. This is more like it. This is different. This could be exciting. But didn't we get the same concept last year for Extreme Rules? And I'm not getting much different feeling. I'm hoping the WWE throw in an NXT diva, but going by Raw, it looks like it's just going to be WWE divas. And none of these divas right now are giving me that, ooh, I want to see her versus the Divas champion. Ooh, I want to see her be champion. It's not there. So let's just hope next week and Extreme Rules surprises us. Bray Wyatt is still calling himself the face of fear. And he doesn't have the defining wins. Apart from the Dean Ambrose feud, what big defining wins has he had to back up what he's saying? Yes, he faced The Undertaker at WrestleMania, but he lost. And we're listening to him. I'm still supporting him and liking him. But where's the facts that he's going to be pushed and taken seriously? This feud that he could possibly be trying to bring up now better be the feud where it's about Bray Wyatt. Because if not, we're listening to him, but that's all we're doing. We're not following the buzzards, following Bray Wyatt. And if you still are, good on you. I still am, but I feel the WWE are not doing the right things for him. Next is Sheamus. And I'm going to admit, I'm one of the people that were chanting, you look stupid. You look stupid. But Sheamus is eating that. He's liking that. He wants that. He's saying this is the look of a real man. And he wants to go after all the minions, the smaller guys, and show that he's the boss. But then out comes Mark Henry, which after an okay match, reliving their matches against each other, Sheamus picks up the win. But this feud he wants against Dolph Ziggler, I could say, oh, it's to put Dolph Ziggler over, but everything that Dolph Ziggler's had been given to him, the WWE have left it at that. They've not made his wins or his moments matter, go further. So that's why I'm leaning a bit more towards give Sheamus this win over Dolph Ziggler. Then move Sheamus onto another mid-carder. There was this little tag segment, the primetime players mimicking the Ascension. And I'm going to be all for this. I'm not the biggest primetime player fan, but when you're mimicking the Ascension, when you prove that the primetime players want to be taken seriously, I'll bite. I'll go with it. The Ascension, on the other hand, are such a letdown. They come from NXT to the main roster, didn't really get the best WrestleMania moments, and I just can't buy into them. They're not going to be the future WWE World Tag Team Champions that we can all like and support. It's going to take something strong, dominant, for us to get behind them and like them. So I'm going to be supporting primetime players until I see something more from the Ascension. Then we get the Lucha Dragons defeating A New Day. The Lucha Dragons playing a face and A New Day playing the heels. With the chance of A New Day suck, with the New Day going against a face tag team, in the match weren't perfect. It wasn't the best Lucha Dragons match, but could this be the start of A New Day turning heel? I would like them to see them in red, black attire and change their attitude, you know, because they're getting negative feedback. But let's just see where they go next. Right now, I'm not liking a new day. A heel turn could possibly alter that a little bit. I can see why WWE may have gave us Miz versus Mizdow on Raw, maybe to define the fact that we are getting a feud. But I don't agree with the Miz winning. I feel that Miz should have got himself disqualified, giving Mizdow the reason to want to face the Miz and kick his ass at possibly Extreme Rules. But looking past that, the reaction the Miz got during the match and after the match was a heel fashion, very good, and Mizdow continued to get his face reaction. The one thing I'm looking forward, as well as the feud in the match, is for Mizdow to break out of that name, go back as Damien Sandow, to change his theme song and his look. Really show us what we're going to be getting following this feud. Cena's open challenge for the United States Championship is a good thing, but also a bad thing. It's good that he's a fighting champion. It's good that he's talking about the championship in such a positive way. It's good that he's defending each and every week, making the belt look like it means something. But the bad points are, each week he's facing someone different. He's not creating feuds. He's defeating. Yes, it may be good for his opponent because they're in the ring with John Cena, but they're losing. Then John Cena next week faces someone different, defeats them. The match might be good, but they're still losing. There's a thought that at Extreme Rules, Rusev will face the United States Champion, which is more likely going to be John Cena. But do we really think that John Cena is going to lose the United States Championship a month after holding it? A part of me is thinking, if he defeats Rusev again at Extreme Rules, who does he face and who does he lose it to? Does he face and lose it to someone at his kind of level, a main eventer kind of wrestler? Which brings me to the thought of Daniel Bryan. Could this be building up to SummerSlam time, where we get the United States Champion versus the Intercontinental Champion? Yes, it's not really bringing up the lower mid-carders, the wrestlers who we think, oh, it'll be great for that guy to defeat John Cena. I want to see that guy defeat John Cena. But it also gives us a big mid-card match. It gives us champion versus champion. It gives us, possibly in the end, one mid-card champion. And I would like that person to be Daniel Bryan. I want Daniel Bryan yet again to defeat John Cena and become the overall mid-card champion. But at the same time, I really would not mind a newer / younger talent to do it. To build the main event, we see Kane as a weak link to the Authority, Seth Rollins and Kane possibly breaking up backstage after Seth Rollins tells Kane to step down from his job and the Authority, and Triple H and Steph will agree. I don't want to see Kane possibly turning face and feuding with Seth Rollins, and this is nothing because of Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins could face anyone and make the match look great. This is more because of Kane. Kane is not, and possibly will not be, the wrestler we want him to be. And it's like the WWE have given up on him. I feel that this should be his year to wrap up and do what he wants to do and then retire, eventually go in the Hall of Fame. And that's not easy for me to say because Kane was one of my favourite wrestlers. He was one of my favourite heels. He was my favourite monster. He was a great tag team partner. But now there just doesn't seem to be enough there to him. But he goes on and makes the main event to Raw, a triple threat match to determine the number one contender to face the WWE World Heavyweight Champion at Extreme Rules. We have Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton versus Ryback. And if the WWE continued to push Ryback after Survivor Series, I felt now could have been a good opportunity to give him a match like this, to give him a spot like this. But I don't see him as someone who should be main eventing Raw, should be in a number one contenders match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and at the same time not facing the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But Kane thought this would be a chance to see what he can do or to fill up the number for the main event. But I was hoping for Brock Lesnar. I really was. Without Triple H and Steph being on Raw, why didn't Paul Heyman or Brock Lesnar make an appearance? They could have. Yes, Stephanie would have thrown a drop next week. But so what? He's Brock Lesnar, damn it. But before we get to the singles matches that Kane set up for the competitors in the triple threat, we have Seth Rollins versus Adrian Neville, or Neville. Match of the night. There was the promo work to begin with when Seth Rollins was telling him to sit out, don't worry about this match. Neville standing up to him, taking him down and putting on a great match. Brilliance. These two can really work well together. And it was almost like Adrian Neville could beat our WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He could do this. Give Seth Rollins an upsetting loss on Raw to a Rook. But no, Seth Rollins picked up the win and curb stomped him out of the match. But the match itself, pure brilliance. This was brilliant, and it's made me want to see where Adrian Neville goes next, where they're going to take him, who they're going to put him against, who's going to be his first feud. And even though he put on a great match against a main eventer, our world champion, I don't think he's going to be put in that place again soon. I think that was just a surprise opponent for Rollins. But match of the night. Randy Orton defeated Seth Rollins at WrestleMania before he cashed in and before he became champion, which made Orton think he deserves to be the number one contender for the championship. But he goes on and faces Kane and loses by disqualification in the opening match because Kane wants to beat down Orton. Not much to it, I don't really care. Again, because of how I feel about Kane. Ryback defeated Luke Harper. Reigns defeated Big Show because the WWE have no other dominant heel to put against Reigns, so we got to see this match again. Whoop-de-doo. I liked how Show didn't go down as easy as other wrestlers would at the end of the match, but we didn't really care about this match, did we? Main event, Orton defeats Ryback and Reigns. So we're getting at Extreme Rules, Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And I'm looking forward to that match. I'm looking forward to these two going against each other again. Yes, we pretty much got the answer at the beginning of the show that Randy Orton was going to win. But for Orton to pick up the defining win, to make his statement that he should be the number one contender true, there we have it. Now, people, my overall thoughts on Raw was pretty bad. I really didn't like this Raw. The Miz and Mizdow stuff, it's showing there's a feud there, but I don't agree on the result. A few tag team moments showing that we possibly have 2 tag team feuds. We have the main event for Extreme Rules and the brilliant, awesome match, Adrian Neville versus Seth Rollins. That part was brilliant for me, but share your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, goodbye.